In this tutorial, I'm gonna teach you how to model Chesterfield in Maya. So what we can do is let's look at some examples. I have these references. I got them from online. This is one of the most difficult things to model in Maya. A lot of people, they find it difficult to make these wrinkles and, this puffy kind of feeling here. And the folds, you can see this one, it has all these folds around here and this punch inside here with this puffy look. And when you look at this one as well, it has some settled wrinkles, but it has the folds is more prominent in this ones, and even this one is kind of more flat and relaxed. This one, I think this one is like, looks like a 3D. I don't know. See, it also has some the fold and the wrinkles as well. This one looks more realistic with the folds and the wrinkles. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to model this kind of thing in Maya. We are not going to use any simulation or sculpting tool because simulation tools like Marvelous Designer is one of the best to do this kind of thing. Or some people use ZBrush. Maya also has some sculpting tools, but we're not gonna use all that. We're gonna just model them, and they're not easy to model, but I'm gonna show you a very simple way to do it. That will save you some stress. But one thing you must know is that they are time consuming, so have to remember that. So to start, let's start with a sphere here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to rotate it to like 90 degrees. Okay, let's make it 90. So let me increase it and stretch it a little bit. What I'm looking at is this edge right here. That's the only thing that I need from this sphere. So I'm going to probably control and select to deselect these two edge here and do the same on this side as well. So now we only have this one here selected. We're going to extract it. To do that, we go into modify, convert, and right here you see polygon edge to curve. We click on that. Once you click on it, you will see that that edge is extracted, and for this sphere we're gonna delete it. Don't need it anymore. So what we're gonna do now is let's go to the side view here, and let me increase it, bring it down. Maybe increase it a little bit more, like so, and bring it down. I just want it to be sitting on this grid right here. Okay, I think we are pretty close. Just bring it down a little bit. Okay. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to snap it to the grid line. To do that, let's go to the top view here. right click and go to control vertex, click on it and press X on your keyboard and snap it. So we know that it's completely snapped to that grid. So we come back here to the side view, we'll click on this one, press X again to make sure that it's snapping, and let's do the same on this side. Press X and to make sure it's snapping right there. So what we can do now is we will duplicate this one, Ctrl D, and move it maybe to around here. Okay, and duplicate again, rotate it like so, and move it here. We just make it align with this one. Let's go to the top view. So we just put it right there. Okay. And what we can do again is also select it, press X, and align it. And let's do the same to this one. Select it, press X, and align it. And this one, we duplicate it as well, Ctrl D, and we also move it right there, and then we'll press X. Oh, I think I made a mistake. Press X and align it on this side. So when we come back to the perspective here, let's check to make sure that it's not overlapping or they're just snapped nicely. Let's see that one. That one looks good. And here as well. I think we are missing something here. This one doesn't seem to align very well. So let's take it. Press X. Okay. I think it's good now. So come back to the perspective view. The tool we're going to use to do this is called Birel. Okay, so what we're going to do right now is we go to surfaces and Birel. You see we have Birel 1, 2 and Birel 3 plus. So this is the one we're going to use. So we just click on it, select this, select that one, you press enter, you select this one and select this one. You can see our surface is formed. Okay, so now what we will do is, this is knobs, as you can see. We don't want to work with knobs right now. We just want to convert this to polygons. So we select it, go to modify, convert knobs to poly. Let's click to get the option and we reset this. we want to work with quads and general, and here we click on this to select the second one and this one as well. So what we need to do is, for this one, let's see, we can use 7 by 7 and we convert, keep it, and let's try one more. Maybe this one, let's try 6 by 8. We'll convert and let's keep it here, and maybe do one more, 8 by 8, and may keep that one here. This one we can close it. And for this one, with our curves and this one, I can just select it, group it, and hide it. We don't need it. Now, these three, what I'm looking here is the one that gives me the less resolution, but still maintain the curvature. So let me see. This one is quite good, but I'm looking for a trade-off here. I think I like this one. So for these two, I'm going to delete them. And this one, center the pivot and delete history. Get here. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to rotate it. $90. Okay. Go to the front view here. What I'm going to do now is so we are going to rotate this one. When you look at our reference here, you can see they are in this form, like a diamond shape. So let's do that. So let's rotate it. Like 45 degrees, and can stretch it that way so we can get that diamond shape. So to do that, you can see our axis is facing this way. What we need to do is with freeze transformation so that we can get it stretched facing the right direction. So we stretch it a little bit like this. Let me see if I have enough. I think I can do it like this, so we can get that puffiness in the middle here. So let's start to duplicate it. So what we need to do is Ctrl D, duplicate this one, push it right there. I think I would like to go the up first. Yes. Down there. Bring it closer. move it a little bit. So we just select it, combine it, and merge these two vertices there. You go to edit mesh, merge, and then we duplicate this one again. Let's make sure that is very close. Just move it right there. Maybe too much. Just press Alt and use arrow key to adjust it. I think it's fine. Select it. Combine. You can find it here. Combine, and then merge this. So next thing we're going to do is we take this one again, move it like so, with closer there, and this one again. We select it, merge, go to combine, and select all of them and merge it. So let's make sure that is merged properly. Okay, I think this is looking fine. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pause the video and duplicate a few more so that we can have enough enough of them to work with, and then I'll be right back. Welcome back. So I have duplicated everything and join them. So this is what I have here. Let me try to push it like this just to get more puffiness there. So now we're going to start modeling in the wrinkles and the folds. So to do that, we're going to select all the joining edges right here. I'm gonna select all of them and bevel them. So let's select them one by one. See, like I told you, it might be an easy process, but it's time consuming. So you have to be patient. The other way to do this faster is to use simulation tools or use sculpting. And again, but that is actually not so easy to do. It's actually more difficult, but you have to using simulation and sculpting, you can get some of these things done a little bit easier, but you have to be ready to work with very high resolution images and stuff like that, and learn how to do sculpting as well. So that's not might not be a good start for beginners. This is probably the easiest way, but you need to be careful and patient. So I think I've selected all the edges. So what we need to do now is to bevel it. To bevel it, let me save this one. Say lesson 1. So let's go to toolkit here and click on bevel. When we do that, you can see we have this path here, but I think it's too narrow. I'm going to increase it to like point, let's say 7. Yes, 7 is good. And now let's start modeling in the wrinkles. So to get the wrinkles, you go to mesh tool and you select multi-cut tool, which I already have here in my shelf. So you click on it and let's zoom in here and we begin to add the lines. Put that one. Let's do the same right here. Put that one here. Press enter. And this one going that way. Okay, so you select these lines that we just made. You bevel them again. Let me increase this to 0.7 again. So what you do now is you go to vertex, you select this 4 here, and you go to edit mesh and merge to center. I also have it put right here, so when you see me taking it from here, you know where I got it from. So select this one, you press G on your keyboard to repeat the last command. And this one as well, this one. So what we can do now is let's select the faces that we created. This one, this one, this one, and this one, and this one. I'm gonna leave this for now. And what we can do is you press W on your keyboard and let's push it back like so. Do it one more time, like okay. And for this one, I'm gonna use edge. You can select the face if you want to, but I think using edge here will give you a different wrinkle effect. This ones will give you wrinkle, but this is also will give you some different kind of wrinkle. So let's see. If you press 3 on your keyboard and you check it, you can see we having that nice wrinkle there. And let's do this one as well. So this one, what we can do this one here, and press enter. Let's do it here again. Okay, let's come here, extend it a little bit, and for this one let's go that way. And here, and for this one put it there. Let's leave it like that. Be creative and just do it randomly. They don't have to look the same. So we grab these lines that we just made, these edges. See, I'm gonna leave this one alone because that also we create a wrinkle, even though we are not gonna push it or touch it, because you can see it created a triangle there. So we bevel this one. Let's make this one like 0.6, and then grab this edge, merge to center, take this one, G to repeat the same command, and this one. So this time around, let's take only the edges. Okay, double click. Okay, so now we just push it in. Press 3 to see how it's looking. See the kind of wrinkle we're having. You see, we're having it right here, even though we created it here and here, it's showing. So what we need to do now is to put in the fold. So for the fold, we do it using this path that we created. So we grab this one, grab this one, grab this face and this face and this one. So now we just extrude, and let's increase it to like 0.8. What we can do is, let me take this face and bring it out a little bit, push it back, bring it out, push it back. Okay, and the same thing goes to this one. I'm gonna bring it out all the way there. So let's take this face here and push it back, relax it, and let's do the same here, push it back. So we go back to the faces, and now we just bring it so, bring it, let it okay, something like that. Let's press 3 here. Okay, see, we're having that fold right there. Now what we're going to do is, I'm gonna pause the video and I will add more wrinkles and more folds, and then I'll be right back. And maybe we also, let's cut these triangles here, make a cut right there and right here, the four corners, so that we have close rectangle. So I'm gonna pause the video and add all the more wrinkles and folds, and then I'll be right back. So welcome back. I've added a lot of wrinkles and folds and everything. I've also adjusted the one that we added last, just push and pull some, just to make it look much better. So you can see I haven't done this area, these places. We don't have time to do it, but you get the whole idea. Just making stars and pushing them in and extruding the path, bringing them up, and then pushing them back down again. So when you press 3 on this one, you can see how it's looking with the wrinkles, no folds. I just have folds in a few places here. So I've also gone ahead and created buttons. Let me show you. So these are the buttons. There's nothing special. Just used sphere. You can see. Let's grab one here, for example. These are just, I use the sphere here and flatten it and then position them in places. See, that one needs to be repositioned a little bit. Okay, see, I'm missing one right here. Maybe you can just fix it. Like so. Now you can see it's not a difficult thing to do. It's just time consuming. You just need to be patient and push and pull, and there's no special. I didn't use any expression or anything. It's just a couple of tools here, this one right here, and combine, margin together. So let's try to render this one to see how it's looking. So I'm going to add texture to this and then set my scene. Let me see my render settings. Yes, okay, this is fine. Let's check this one. I put this at 6, this one at 4, and this one at 4. Okay, this is fine. This setting is fine for me. So what we need to do next is let's go to Arnold and use Skydome light. Okay, and what we're going to do is let's try to render this to see how it's looking. Let me set my resolution gate here. Maybe. So I think this is fine. So let me add let me set my bookmark here and just add it to shelf. So I'll select everything here and assign AI standard surface, and let me call it leather material. And for the color, I will use this one right here. So this, then for my sky dome, I'm also going to apply this texture to it. And then I'm going to shoot a render, and I'll be back when the render is finished. So my render has finished. As you can see, this is how it's coming out. We'll adjust the gamma here to see. You can see this is how mine came out. You can see the folds, you can see the wrinkles all over the place. You can see them here. If you take time to adjust yours, I think they will look much better. For the sake of this tutorial is to show you the process of getting it done, so that we can achieve this puffy look here. You can see how nice it's looking. So if we take time and detail it a little bit more, I think it's gonna look better. But for now, I think this will give you an idea, and you know how to get it done. You see my buttons are looking very small. I think they need to be increased, but for now this is fine. For the sake of this tutorial, I think this is okay. So what you need to do, I don't know if you followed along with me. I'd like to see how yours came out. You can post them on the Facebook group, in our Facebook group, and I will put the link in the description below. And if you have any questions, please let me know in the comment section. You want me to show you how to use this to make sofas and headboards, you can also let me know in the comment below, and I would do that tutorial as well. And another thing, of course, if you haven't subscribed, please do that. It's gonna help to keep the tutorial going, and I'm gonna be showing you more tricks and how to get things done faster and better, and I'll be making more video more often. So please do me a favor and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you for watching, and see you again. Bye bye.